How a forgotten letter blew up our family Thanksgiving. I'm 28, the oldest of 3 kids. My brother Luke is 25, and our little sister Jenna is 20. My parents have been together forever, high school sweethearts, married 30 plus years, the kind of couple people hold up as goals. We grew up in Ohio, in one of those neighborhoods where everyone waves at each other and borrows cups of sugar. Thanksgiving has always been the holiday for us. My mom cooks like she's competing on Food Network. Turkey, stuffing, pies, the works. Every year, relatives descend on our house, aunts, uncles, cousins, even Grandma Edith with her tiny dog that hates everyone. We bicker, laugh, eat too much, then play board games until someone flips the Monopoly board. It's loud and chaotic, but it's ours. This year, though? This year turned into something out of a soap opera. About a week before Thanksgiving, I went home early to help Mom prep. She wanted me to dig out the fancy serving dishes from the attic. While rooting through boxes, I found this old shoebox tucked behind some Christmas decorations. It was dusty and taped shut, labeled in my mom's handwriting, "Private, do not throw out." I know, I shouldn't have opened it. But curiosity got the best of me. Inside were a bunch of letters tied with a faded ribbon. The top one was addressed to my dearest Maggie. Maggie is my mom's name. Here's where things get weird. The letter wasn't from my dad. It was from someone named Jack. I skimmed a few lines and my stomach dropped. Jack wrote about how he wished they could run away together and how he'd never stop loving her, even if she stayed with him. The dates were from the year before Luke was born. My hands were shaking. I put everything back exactly how I found it, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. Cut to Thanksgiving Day. The house smelled like cinnamon and turkey, and relatives were pouring in. I tried to focus on basting the bird, but every time I looked at Mom, I kept seeing that letter in my head. Finally, I pulled Luke aside while he was slicing cheese for the charcuterie board. I found something in the attic. About Mom. And some guy named Jack. Luke, raising an eyebrow, "Are you saying what I think you're saying?" I don't know. But it looked romantic. Luke, ever the peacemaker, told me to chill and not ruin the holiday. But Jenna overheard us, because of course she did, and demanded to know everything. She's not exactly discreet. By the time we sat down for dinner, the tension was eating me alive. Between bites of mashed potatoes, Jenna blurted out, "So Mom, who's Jack?" The table went dead silent. Even Grandma Edith's dog stopped growling. Mom froze, fork halfway to her mouth. Dad's face went pale. "Mom, where did you hear that name?" "Jenna, from the letters in the attic." Luke shot me a death glare. I wanted to melt into the floor. Mom slowly set her fork down. She looked tired, like a balloon losing air. Turns out, Jack was Mom's college boyfriend. They were serious, talked about marriage and everything. But then she met Dad, and things got complicated. She broke up with Jack, chose Dad, and thought that was that. Except Jack never really let go. He wrote her letters for years, saying he'd wait if she ever changed her mind. She never replied, but she kept them because they were a part of my past, she said. Dad? He had no idea those letters existed. His jaw clenched tighter with every word. Then Luke, bless him, tried to lighten the mood, so no secret half-siblings, right? Mom assured us there weren't, but the damage was done. Dad stood up, muttered something about needing air, and walked out onto the porch. The rest of dinner was painfully awkward. People poked at their food while Grandma Edith whispered, "Well, this is exciting." Later that night, after everyone left, I found Dad in the living room staring at the fireplace. He wasn't yelling or crying, just quiet. That's somehow worse. He told me he wasn't mad about Mom having a past. What hurt was that she'd hidden something big from him for decades. "It makes me wonder what else I don't know," he said. It's been a few weeks since then. My parents are talking things through in therapy, thank God. Mom says she honestly forgot about the letters until I found them. She just stashed them away and moved on. She insists she's always loved Dad, and I believe her, but I get why he's upset. Luke keeps making bad jokes like, "Pass the Jack Daniels" for Mom's old flame, which drives Jenna crazy. Jenna's decided she's Team Dad and barely speaks to Mom, which isn't helping. As for me, I feel guilty for opening the box, but also isn't it better that everything's out in the open? Secrets fester. Still, part of me wishes I'd just grabbed the serving dishes and left that shoebox alone. Families are messy. We grow up thinking our parents have it all figured out, that they're just mom and dad. But they had lives before us, heartbreaks and choices we'll never fully understand. If there's one thing I've learned from this Thanksgiving fiasco, it's that the past has a way of showing up when you least expect it, sometimes in the attic, in a shoebox with a faded ribbon. Found old love letters to my mom from a guy named Jack while digging through the attic before Thanksgiving. Brought it up and it blew up during dinner. Parents are in therapy now. Moral of the story, maybe don't go snooping in boxes labeled private. Would you have said something if you were me, or kept the secret?